Did humanity truly make that giant leap on the moon, or was it a leap of imagination? In July of 1969, the world watched as Apollo 11 embarked on a mission that would supposedly make history. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, hailed as the first and second men to set foot on the lunar surface, became symbols of human achievement. Yet whispers of doubt have lingered, fueled by conspiracy theories that challenge the authenticity of this monumental event. But what if not everything was as it appeared? Imagine the scene. July 16, 1969, a Saturn V rocket launches from Kennedy Space Center. Within moments, Apollo 11, carrying astronauts Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins, pierces the clear blue sky, embarking on a voyage destined to be etched in history. As the rocket ascends, the world holds its breath, eyes glued to television screens. 4 days later, the lunar module Eagle separates from the command module and begins its descent to the moon. Here, a peculiar chapter unfolds. As Eagle approaches the lunar surface, an unexplained 2-minute communication blackout occurs. Silence envelops mission control and the millions watching worldwide. What happened during those lost minutes remains a subject of intense debate and speculation. When communications resume, Armstrong's iconic words echo across the globe, marking a monumental achievement. Yet amidst this historic journey, anomalies whispered of untold stories. July 20th, Armstrong steps onto the lunar surface. Or does he? When Neil Armstrong uttered the iconic words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," the world was spellbound. Yet the transmission of these words wasn't without its hitches. Notable delays sparked a wave of skepticism. How could such a momentous broadcast falter at the crucial moment? Adding fuel to the conspiratorial fire are the peculiarities observed in the lunar footage. Critics point to the way shadows fall and the flag flutters, questioning the physics in a vacuum where no wind should exist. These visual discrepancies serve as a backbone for those doubting the moon landing's authenticity. Then there's the matter of the Van Allen radiation belts. Intense zones of radiation that some argue could be lethal to pass through. This has led to heated debates on whether the technology of the 60s was capable of safely transporting astronauts through this hazardous barrier. The pieces fit perfectly, or perhaps too perfectly. July 24, Apollo 11 returns, heroes of a celestial saga. As the world watched, the spacecraft splashed down in the Pacific Ocean, marking the end of a historic journey. But the astronauts' adventure wasn't over. Before they could embrace their families and a curious public, they were whisked away to a quarantine facility. For 21 days, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins were kept in an Airstream trailer, isolated from the world. This was NASA's method to ensure that no unknown moon germs could threaten Earth's biosphere. Skeptics, however, saw this as yet another act in a well-orchestrated drama. Questions arose. If the moon was barren as reported, what was the risk of contamination? These doubts grew as discrepancies in photo evidence and inconsistencies in the lunar rock samples came to light. Each anomaly added fuel to the fire of conspiracy theories. Back on Earth, but did the doubts land as well? A story of human triumph or the greatest show outside Earth? As we embarked on this celestial journey together, we revisited the thunderous launch of Apollo 11, a mission that marked the zenith of human space exploration. We floated over the dusty plains of the moon where Neil Armstrong declared his small step a giant leap for mankind. Yet, as we orbited around the facts, anomalies emerged, casting long shadows on the lunar surface. We pondered the flickering flag, the absence of stars in the sky, and the peculiar quality of the photographs. Critics argue these could be signs of staging, elements of a narrative crafted far from the airless moon. Supporters of the official account counter these claims with scientific explanations about camera exposure and the moon's atmosphere. Then, we ventured back to Earth, where the astronauts were met with ticker tape parades and skeptical whispers. The sealed records and classified tapes fuel the fires of conspiracy, suggesting there might be chapters of this story that remain in the shadows. So what do you believe? Is it possible that what we know as the definitive account of human achievement is actually a fabric woven with threads of doubt and spectacle? Or is the truth as it has been presented to us a raw, unembellished chronicle of human daring and scientific triumph? In the vast expanse of space and the human imagination, what truths do you choose to land on?